Okay, so this might not be a thing that means anything at all, but I found it very interesting. So, in One Piece Magazine Volume 8, we got an unveiling of what the Revive fruit looks like. This is also called the Yomi Yomi no Mi. This is Brook's devil fruit. It is a spherical fruit with four little notches on the bottom. It resembles a skull. This fruit looks a lot like the pawpaw fruit, which is also a very spherical fruit with three big notches on the top. I find it super interesting that these fruits look so similar, considering that the holders of said fruits, Brook and Bartholomew Kuma, are kind of similar in terms of story because both of them get the autonomy of their bodies stripped from them in one way or another due to Brook's situation. His body decomposes and becomes a skeleton. And then, due to the hardships that Kuma has faced and the sort of restrictions put on him, he got his mind and his body altered, becoming a pacifista, a cyborg. This is interesting because this all happens in the same arc known as Thriller Bark. It becomes even more unsettling because I think Thriller Bark is a very important point in the story because this is where you get to see another aspect of how far devil fruits can go. Because in this arc, one, we get a full explanation of the revive fruit, right? And what it can do, which was completely unknown at the start of the series. It can bring a person back to life. On top of that, we get introduced to the shadow fruit, something that can cause erasure and actually affect the reality of a person in the world by stripping their shadow from them. And then we have Kuma. Kuma's ability, where simple at first, can turn the metaphysical into the physical by removing pain and making it become a physical object. So yeah, this really is another example of how weird and how far devil fruits can go in the series. And it's very interesting that this really all happens in Thriller Bark and that we have two fruits that look very similar to one another who are examples of this concept. But with that being said, give me your thoughts and tell your friends about Polypede Woods.